Well, this just into the newsroom. An arrest has been made in the death of a little boy in South Dallas. A little boy was found dead in the middle of a street this morning, and now police, along with the FBI, are investigating this as a murder. Police tell us the little boy, a toddler, was found in the street along Saddle Ridge Drive. That's just north of Cedar Hill. WFAA's Eric Alvarez brings us the latest developments on this tragic case.
A shocking sight early Saturday morning.
I'm taking a walk. I'm coming from the back end of the street.
Antoinese Square found something lying on the pavement on Saddle Ridge Drive in Duncanville.
But the closer I get to the image, I can tell it's a body because I see a hand and I see a foot, and then I noticed that it was a child.
She says the boy had no shoes or shirt and was lying in the middle of the street at 6:45 in the morning.
I've never seen him. I've never seen him in the neighborhood.
She called 911, but the boy had already died.
I don't know what could have happened.
The disturbing discovery here in this neighborhood brought investigators from the Dallas Police Department and even the FBI.
Police on horseback and a canine unit. Officers searching the neighborhood, trying to figure out what happened. Dallas police are investigating it as a murder and described the boy as a toddler. Police are canvassing the area, asking neighbors who may know anything or might have surveillance camera footage that will help. While investigators work to get to the bottom of it all, neighbors are understandably on edge.
I'm a little traumatized, a little afraid. I don't know what happened to him. To see that, to see it, to walk up on it. So I don't feel safe at all.
In Duncanville.
And that's disturbing for me to carry all day.
I'm Eric Alvarez.
Shalom, shalom, koholayim la, al-banawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha-Rechachordash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Okay, this is your brother, Amoth Ya'ez from Yahweh, coming at y'all again with another beautiful lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And as you saw in the prior clip, that a 4-year-old toddler, I don't know if it was a Jake or a heathen, whatever the case may be, but a 4-year-old toddler was found, if I'm not mistaken, they said 6:45 a.m. in the morning or something like that, was found just laying there dead, no shirt, no shoes, nothing, in the middle of the street, man, you know? And like I always say, man, times are not going to be getting better. Times are going to be getting worse, man. And you are actually seeing these times, man, happen before your eyes, man. Okay? The love of many is waxing cold, man. All right? And Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai does not care, like we always state, whether you 2 weeks old, 2 months, 4 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 12, 15, 75. It don't matter how old you are when it comes to judgment from Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. And our people don't consider, man. Our people don't consider to turning back to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture, a scripture kind of like that. Matthew chapter 11. All right, this is Matthew chapter 11, starting off at verse 29. Matter of fact, let's start off at verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. So when you learn of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you're basically being free. You're basically being enlightened. You know, you have a chance to have salvation, man. To be to have a hedge over you from all the evils that Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai is going to bring upon the earth, man. Verse 29, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light, man. Okay, so Yahweh Shai, man, is the light. He is the word, man. So if you coming back to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, repenting, renewing your mind, your spirit, changing who you was, coming back to righteousness, man, then our people wouldn't have to go through things like this, man. Our kids wouldn't be slaughtered. Our kids wouldn't be murdered, man. But you know, also, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai requires this. Let's let this Bible talk. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15, and it reads this. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. So whatever this toddler, this 4-year-old kid that got found dead in the streets, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai required his spirit from his prior sins, man. So he required him to come to earth, to play out his judgment to the appoint to obviously to the age of 4 years old, and to be judged, man, and to be, you know, laid out like that in the neighborhood for everybody to see him, you know. And you know, we don't know the cause of death. You know, obviously they're probably going to perform a autopsy on this toddler. You know, just rip up your body, take out your organs, do all this madness just to figure out how you died. So, but Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai required this 4-year-old to come back into the earth to play out his judgment at that age, and however he put him to death. Okay, let's go to Matthew chapter 24, because like I said, man, y'all ain't seen nothing yet, man. It's going to get worse and worse. Nothing is going to get better, man. And if you think this place is going to be healed, man, you're living in a delusion, man. Real talk. All right, this is Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. And that's right, man. So you're going to be seeing kids getting slaughtered, women ravished, and ravished means rape. Shit, even men are going to be getting raped by men. Okay? Everything is on the board, man. All types of wickedness is going to be prospering, man. Because it's going to be judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. It's going to be the fury of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, especially on you Israelites and on you heathens, man. But you Israelites, man, y'all gonna get it worse, man. Because y'all are the children of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Like I said, man, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai don't care how old you are, man. He will judge you, man. Period, man. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 9. We're going to go straight to the point. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Did not you just see a news clip of a 4-year-old toddler that's been put to death by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai? Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary, the house of Israel. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house, man. So judgment is going to start in the house of Israel. And like I said, I don't know if the little boy is an Israelite. You know, I don't know if he's a Israelite or a heathen. We don't know that. Okay? That wasn't stated that it was a so-called a black child or a so-called white child or a so-called Japanese, Chinese, etc. That wasn't stated. All right? But we do know that this is a 4-year-old toddler that got judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So let's keep on going. Let's go to 1 John. Because this ain't going to be too long. 1 John chapter 5. Let's start off at verse 18. Ending at 19. We know that whosoever is born of the Most High sinneth not. And right now, that's only going to be, you know, the hopeful elect, man. That remnant coming back to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And nobody's perfect, man. We ain't in this flesh. But we're going to attempt to not sin. We're going to attempt to, you know, be blameless, man. Okay? We know that whosoever is born of the Most High sinneth not. But he that is begotten of the Most High keepeth himself, and that wicked one toucheth him not. Okay, so the wicked is not going to be able to touch the hopeful elect, man. That's coming back to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to preserve them, man. Verse 19. And we know that we are of the Most High, in the whole world, not just Babylon, in the whole world, not just China, in the whole world, not just the land of Ham, and the whole world lieth in wickedness, man. Everybody's prospering in wickedness, man, because everybody's drinking the philosophy and they're drunken off the wine of Babylon juice, man. All right? Because they're taking the customs and the lifestyles and the structures of Babylon, man. Okay, everybody wants to be like a so-called America, man. You know, so the whole world is lying in wickedness, man. And let's get this, man. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 18, man. Because Jeremiah put curses upon wicked Israelites. And again, let me say this. We don't know if this was an Israelite child. And, you know, maybe later on that'll be told what nationality this child is. All right, let's read Jeremiah chapter 18. I'm going to read verse 21. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword. So, obviously, this kid had to be taken. His life had to be taken in some type of a manner, man. Whether a parent or a stranger or a family member strangled him to death or poisoned him, whatever it may be, man. Okay, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children. So somebody, that's obviously somebody's child. So somebody's child was taken from them, bereaved out of, but somebody's wife was bereaved out of their children, their child, and be widows, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle, man. And all this is going to happen, man. All this is going to happen. Even though this was a curse that Jeremiah was sending up back in the old days, this is still going to stand firm today. Okay? And you seen a prime example of it that happened in Dallas yesterday, man. It's a prime example of a wife, because sex is marriage, a wife being bereaved of her child, man. However it happened. So let's keep on going. Let's do this, man. Because y'all, you know, weep not for the dead, man. You need to weep for yourself, man. Because this 4-year-old boy, man, he in paradise right now, man. He is in paradise right now. He looking down, praying for us, for the hopeful elect, if he's an Israelite. Because he don't got to go through Jacob's trouble. He don't got to go through hell. Y'all do. Okay? This is Luke chapter 23. Let's see what Yahushua said when they was weeping for him. Luke chapter 23, verse 28. But Yahushua turning unto them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and your children. And that's real talk, man. And that still stands today, man, because Jacob's trouble is going to be a time never seen before. Nor can you imagine how it's going to be. But Yahushua turning unto them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Hey, yo, that's real talk, man. Weep not for the dead, man. As a matter of fact, that's the name of this video. Weep not for the dead, man. Weep for you and your children, man. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to put you and your children through hell. He's going to afflict you and your children, man. If you have not came back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Y'all got judgment that's going to be played out upon y'all, man. So you better weep for yourself, man. Let's close out here, man. I got a perfect scripture to close out on. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 22. And let's read verses 11 to 12. Weep for the dead, for he have lost the light. And weep for the fool, for he wanteth understanding. Make of little weeping for the dead. Let's read that again. Weep for the dead, for he have lost the light. And weep for the fool, for he wanteth understanding. Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. For he is at rest, but the life of the fool is worse than death. But the life of the fool is worse than death. And two-thirds of our peoples are fools, man. And let's see why, man. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead. Here goes the point, Israel. But for a fool and an ungodly man, all the days of his life. Let's read that again. 7 days men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man, all the days of his life. Because it said right here, verse 12 at the bottom, for he is at rest, but the life of the fool is worse than death, man. Because you walking in darkness, man. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to bring something upon y'all, man. So weep not for the dead, man. Because that little boy, man, that little 4-year-old boy, man, he's in paradise right now, man. You know? So Adawan Ratazah, this was edifying. I pray and I hope that this was edifying to the hopeful elect. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.